Hey, and welcome to the very first episode of Healing Hormones and Holy Shit, the podcast where two Gen X women try to survive midlife, where we have absolutely no idea what we're doing, but we do it with humor, honesty, and a whole lot of chaos. I'm Stephanie,
I'm Gina.
so let's jump right into it. So let's let you guys get to know us just a little bit. Gina, God, how long have we been friends?
I would say about 2.5 years.
Yeah, I think it's just past that mark now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Um, so for those of you that are tuning in now, we actually became friends when I lived back in Arizona. I live in North Florida now. Gina is still in the lovely desert escape of Arizona. So we live across the country, over 1,000 miles away from each other, and we maintain our very thick, tight friendship across the miles. And we met back when I lived there. She was married at the time. I was about to get married. Um, and I was actually initially friends with her now ex-wife, who also happened to bear the same name as me, funny enough. She forgives me for that.
Barely, but I forgive you for that.
She does forgive me for that. Because I'm the good Stephanie. I, far from an angel, but I'm the good Stephanie. So, but that's where that is. But, I really think that we click because we're both autistic. We both suffer from multiple chronic illnesses. Um, we both share about what would you say, maybe 6 brain cells? 7?
7 or 8 on a good day.
Yeah, 8 on a good day.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
I think on my bad days, you're taking most of them.
Potentially.
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know. I don't mean to, but
But yeah, so there's that. But so that's kind of our little background there. But we definitely have, shared brain cell energy. We click on a lot of levels, and we tend to finish each other's thoughts a lot of days, and we support each other through absolutely everything. Um, and everything goes the gamut, man. I mean, there have been days where she has all but picked me up off the floor when I haven't felt good, and I've done the same for her. And so, but that's what best friends do. And apparently now, best friends in the middle of midlife chaos decide to start a podcast on opposite ends of the country. Thank God for
yes.
technology,
Well, yeah, we'd really be screwed without technology.
right?
I
So,
mean,
so speaking of starting the podcast, um, why we started it? What is the core reason why we started this podcast?
well, for me, and my end, I mean, we have the same end goal. But for me, it's about having a place to go where there's people who are navigating midlife or past midlife. If we want to be honest, we've crossed that line.
Nowadays we have,
Um,
yeah.
yeah, we've crossed the line of midlife where I don't want to say winding down because we are far from winding down,
Oh, no.
but we have our minds and our priorities in different places, and the crazy shit that actually takes place in our lives and those of other Gen Xers, because we are nothing like our parents' generation or the generation before that.
Right.
We have paved an entirely new landscape for those coming after us. None of us are in aprons in a kitchen anymore.
No.
Those days are long gone. And empowering women going through changes, be it menopause, be it divorce, be it jobs, be it, if you're going to go and get a nip and tuck, whatever the case may be, empowering women to make their own decisions and make their life, and men too, but it's all about letting people know they're not alone. The
Yeah.
chaos and fuckery and changes, we are all going through them. And it's best to go through them, even if they're with strangers that you've never met before, with authenticity, truthfulness. Nobody here is trying to glam themselves up and come across as something or someone they are not.
No.
Our lives have been flipped upside down within the past 9 months, both of
Oh
us
yeah.
across the country from each other.
Oh yeah.
And it's raw, it's gritty, it can be dirty, nasty, just a big pile of shit that we're navigating through. But hoping to be able to help listeners just realize that sometimes, in my words, sit in the shit. Be
Yes.
raw authentic with it, because you're going to be cut open in a lot of instances in this life. Just be raw, be authentic, be yourself. And that's what we are. I'm a little
We
bit
are.
more crass and straightforward than you are. So they get both sides of it. They get more of the soft side out of you and harsh reality out of me. And if we're able to help, like we said, one person, be it with our books, be it with our videos, be it with our podcast, it's worth it. It's worth it to put ourselves out there. It's worth it if somebody can benefit.
No,
Plain and simple.
yeah, no, I totally agree. Because, like you said, I am the healing, let me help you through your trauma, touchy-feely kind of person. I mean, I do have my rough and gruff side. You've seen that. But you're
Yes.
you're the you're the one that's, the sit down and buckle up, bitch, we're going for a ride.
Yeah.
And we complement each other so freaking well that way. And from my aspect, I'm kind of right along. But the flip side of that is we started this podcast, yes, to help people and yes, to reach out to whoever. But yeah, if we help one person, if one person tunes in and identifies with us and says, sees in either or both of us themselves and says, holy crap, there's somebody out there like me that
Yeah.
gets my situation, that see that I see, oh my, yeah, I see they're in my same spot. They see where I'm
Right.
coming from
Right.
and they can identify with my situation. That's the whole point of this.
Right.
That's the entire point of this. That's the entire point of why we did the podcast.
Building
Um,
community.
Exactly. And yes, are there podcasts out there that are like ours? Sure. There are plenty of podcasts out there from counselors and therapists and whatever of the mental health community, which is wonderful. There's more of that coming out of the woodwork. I have an entire platform dedicated to mental health awareness and ending the stigma around it. Are there plenty of comedy podcasts out there with friends and duos? Sure. Good Mythical Morning is one of my favorites. Rhett and Link, they're flippin' hilarious. I love them. And they're a best friend duo. And they smash at it. But nothing out there that I've seen or that you have seen combine the best friend duo dynamic, the chronic illness, the trauma healing, the in your face comedy, just all of it into one, where it's raw, it's real, it's not a celebrity, it's not overproduced, it's just real, it's there, it's in your face. And that's what we wanted to do. We wanted to show
Yeah.
you that there's real people out there that can do all of this without having some big celebrity backing. out there, you know? So that's where we're coming from,
Or fancy computer equipment because I'm over here on my phone in my car.
right? Exactly.
It's what it is.
Right? No doubt. Um, the next thing that I want to for us to cover, and this is going to go just a little bit deeper into our background, is, and I'll let Gina go first, is just to touch a little bit more about us and who we are. Um, Gina, I want you to tell everybody a little bit about you and where you sit at this point in midlife with your chronic illness and your current situation.
Okay, well, I have, and I'll try to make this as brief as possible. For a majority of my life, I would say starting in my late teens, early 20s. So we're talking a good 30 plus years. Have not felt well. There's days where, okay, people wake up and it's like, oh, it's kind of an off day. No, I really felt sick, but not in a way that was really explainable with words. Lots of aches in the body, different body systems hurting in different ways, pain that moved through the body, never didn't stay in one spot. And, you go to a doctor, you try to explain this, you sound like you're off your rocker, and I absolutely give that to them. Automatically they think that you're seeking some sort of pain medication, drug seeking.
Of course.
And that has never been the case for me. Um, if I get offered pain medication, with the exception of when I had my heart attack, and I'll get into that later, I decline pain medication. Um, I don't even take Advil unless I am at the point that I'm about to put my head through a wall from a migraine or something. Um, but anyway, I've gone on for 30 plus years with all of that. And finally, within the past couple of years, I found a doctor and I walked in and, because it continuously has been getting worse. This isn't something that, would just go away. It's constantly gotten worse. And it got to the point where I was basically immobile. Um, I'd been working consistent, out, and I got to the point of absolute physical burnout. My body would not move. And so I go to the doctor who is already aware of my situation as far as not feeling good eternally.
Sure.
Um, and I finally said, I said, look, I've been doing some research online. I said, there are blood tests that I think we should run that we have not ran that might be able to give us some sort of an insight, at least rule out. I mean, the tears are just coming out of my eyes. Not because I had lupus. That was just, okay, at least I have a name.
Right.
It was because for the first time in over 30 years, I felt validated.
Right.
I was believed.
Exactly.
Somebody saw me, heard me.
And said, yep, you're right.
Exactly. And it was a pivotal moment for me. And fortunately, I'm well managed at this point and able to, I want to say function, but it's my function. It's not the, I don't have anything wrong with me. I'm going to get up and go and do whatever it is that pops into my head without second thought function. It's
No,
my function.
but for you with lupus, fibromyalgia, osteoarthritis, plus
Yep.
midlife,
Yes.
and then like with me, I have complex partial seizures with my epilepsy.
Mm-hmm.
I have early onset dementia, which is just now starting. I have osteoarthritis like you.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta love chronic illness besties. Um, and I have multiple bulging discs in my back and my neck. I now have shoulder injuries. Thank
Yep.
you to my son that loves to include me in his car projects. Um, you know, Superhero moms love to save their children when a frame is about to roll them over. So, that's how I got that. But, um, you know, hey,
Interesting
I
story.
wasn't gonna let a trunk frame roll over my son. Um, but the whole point of it is that, we deal with it. We get through it, we power through it, and we get over it. And on our worst days, we take a nap.
I'm the nap queen.
You're the nap queen.
I am
You
the
are the
nap queen.
you are the queen. You have the best eye cover ever on the planet.
There's Bluetooth speakers in that.
I know. And we've had a couple of comments on Facebook and on, I don't know if you see them. Was it on Facebook or was it on TikTok? I can't remember. There's a couple of comments saying that they loved your mask. But yeah. So you're the nap queen now, and everybody loves
Yes.
your little nap posts. Um,
Yes.
but no, we get over it and we get through it. Um, but yet another reason for this podcast is to show people that, I mean, we are probably, and I'm not going to compare us to anybody because I'm sure there are people that are way worse off than we are with chronic illness. There are people in wheelchairs. There are people that are bedbound. There are people that are on their deathbeds. I am sure. Not to put a morbid twist on things, but we are in a group of people that I'm sure can identify with this. That I am disabled. I am no longer able to live alone. I have had doctors tell me that no, you're not allowed to cook unsupervised. You can no longer drive. You can no longer do these things. And so I don't own a car anymore. I don't own a house. I sleep in a bedroom in my son's house. And at 51, that sucks. And after this last trip, going out to see you and us having fun at that concert and doing all the things, I had a real hard realization that there might be only one or two more trips of me traveling alone.
Yeah.
That hit hard, man. So, you know, like my post I put on TikTok yesterday, day before, that it takes like a team meeting and a heating pad and whatever, before 24
Yeah.
hours recovery time. It's the truth.
It definitely is the truth. I'm still recovering from our vacation.
I think I am too mentally, at least. It took me a full week, physically. I think it took
Right.
my brain like a good 48 to 72 hours to recongeal itself
Yeah.
because the mold slipped. I swear. I swear it slipped. Um, but so what I want to do now is, because I want this first episode to not be too terribly long, but what are we going to kind of give a little sneak peek into? What are they going to expect from us down the road? What are our future episodes going to look like?
Considering the fact that we are completely unhinged and we have no idea what we're doing from day to day. And I don't mean like what's on our calendar of events, like,
No, because
this
those are
doctor's
scheduled.
appointment, whatever. Eh, We are winging it. We are winging this just as we are winging life. And
Yeah,
that's the fun, the fuckery, and the chaos of it. Because
absolutely.
we never know at any given moment what is going to come out of either one of our mouths.
No,
Mine just kind of says the things, whatever they are. Um, More of real life, the shit,
The
because
shit,
that's what it is,
the
the
chaos,
shit.
the fuckery, the what the fuck moments.
Oh, there's plenty of what the fuck moments.
And the other thing is, once we have some folks watching, um, there's two things that are going to happen. One is we are going to be reading our viewers' stories on the show. We are going to
Yes,
be tackling your issues. We're going to be reading your stories and sharing them for the world to chime in. Um, and the other thing is that we are going to, sometime in the hopefully near future, have some surprise guests on our show.
yes,
We are
yes.
not naming any names.
Not
Some of them are not necessarily famous people. Um, some of them may be semi-famous. Um, some of them may be fairly famous. One of them I talked to today that Gina doesn't know about yet.
Oh, who I think it might
Um,
be?
uh, it's somebody I talked to you about previously that I
Okay.
told you that I had become friends with,
Oh, okay. Okay. I
but
know who you're talking about.
but you don't know about the conversation that occurred today.
No, I do not.
So, and there is a hint on my shirt.
I
So, I think Gina knows who that is
yeah.
now. But if any
Yes.
of you follow my page, my Phoenix Within Journey page, and you know who I've tagged in a lot of my posts, you will get the hint. But if you don't follow that page, you might want to go follow the page to see if you get the hint. So anyway, um, aside from that, that's what you can expect from us is a lot of chaos, a lot of completely unfiltered stories,
Yes.
and as we go, you'll find out more about us, more about our lives, more about chaos. Um,
Our
occasionally,
upheavals.
our upheavals, absolutely. On occasion, if Gina comes to visit me or if I go to visit her, we may actually be in the same room.
Imagine that.
Imagine that. So, who knows what'll happen. And when that does happen, we're not telling you guys. It's just going to happen.
Yeah.
So, it will be surprise, surprise. So there it is. There is today. Thanks for hanging out with us today, guys. We appreciate it. Make sure to follow along. If you are seeing this on YouTube, hit that subscribe button so you are notified for all future episodes and you don't miss a thing. Make sure you follow us on TikTok, on Instagram, on Facebook. It is just at Healing Hormones Holy SHT. And we will see you next time. Bye, guys.
Hi guys.